Welcome to your weekend focus for July the 15th, the 16th, and the 17th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you so much for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. You guys truly rock, and I thank you so much. I send it right back at you. I just send out the love, the support, the positive energy, so that you can have abundance and love and happiness in your path forward. And that is what I truly, truly do pray and wish for you each and every day. Now, let's see what the energy is going to be for us for this weekend. So we start with the Ten of Swords. Oh, this is different energy. We have the Queen of Coins. And we have the Seven of Swords. Not the cards I was expecting. The moon is, well, the sun is still in Cancer, and it's at very emotional points within going the last points of Cancer, right before the sun goes into Leo. So it is about compassion and love. It's emotions. And yet we have the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Coins, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, well, let's get our angel card here to complement that. And see what we have here. And we have 57 upheaval. Sorry. 57 upheaval. So 5 plus 7 is 12, which is 3, which is our creativity. Upheaval. Well, I mean, we have two swords here. We have the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Swords. They can be viewed as negative cards, although I have a hard time viewing any of the cards as negative. I think it is just energy. There's some beautiful energy around us, and sometimes there's some not so beautiful energy around us, and it's what we do with that energy. It's how we know the energy we're in and how to respond accordingly, how to use our wisdom and our intuition to maneuver through the energy. So we start with the Ten of Swords. Now look at this. We look like we are trapped. We're tied up. There's swords around us. We almost look like we're in pain here. And I mean, the moon, what I was getting to is the moon is in Sagittarius, which I was expecting these big, optimistic, happy cards. And we don't have these big, optimistic, happy cards. And yet, you know what? This could be a weekend where, because we have been working so hard on our goals, our dreams, our passions this past week. It's been all about our dreams, our desires, our wishes in life, and how we want to go forward. So we might feel like we just can't go forward here, that there is no way of going forward, that everything that we have tried has come to a standstill, or it's not moving forward in the energy that we want, or as quick as we want, or things aren't coming together, or you keep missing that phone call, or you're playing phone tag with the person constantly, and you just can't get that meeting together that you want. And so many times, it's within the last mile, when we are so close to actually reaching our goals, our dreams, and our desires, that we throw our hands up in the air, we close our eyes, and we say, no more. It wasn't for me. I can't do it. I can't go on. If it was for me, it would all be going together quite easily. And it really is just the opposite. So long as Mars stays in Scorpio, even though it's going direct, it's going to be going at a slow crawl. It has to pick up speed. It doesn't like going backwards. So if you ever, like a pendulum, right? Pendulum swings, but it gets up here, and then it hovers for a second, and then it comes slowly down, and then pick up speed, right? So we are waiting for that hover to be over with. And that's when we're going to go direct. We have been given an opportunity, especially in this last week, to really look at our goals and our dreams and our desires, to really understand why we are doing it, why we want that in our life, why we want to create that in our life, why we want to become that person going forward. You know, and when you look at this card, all of a sudden you realize that you are not tied up. In fact, that cloth is very loose, it's dangling. If you open up your eyes, you will see that the swords are only behind you. In fact, with the clouds there, the cloudy atmosphere, I would almost say that your mind is the one talking you out of it. It's the logic, it's the, well, look at the facts. And the facts aren't really going to give you what you need. You need to open up your eyes and really see for yourself that you can go forward, that there are no swords in front of you, that you are not tied up. So this could be fears. This could be where we are placing limitations on ourselves. This could be where we are trying to throw in the towel. And please do not do that. Wait until we get through this energy, please. Now we are also going towards a full moon, right? The full moon will be in Capricorn on the 19th, I believe it is. 18th or 19th, right in there somewhere, after the weekend. So it could be that we are seeing, if we open up our eyes here, if we are being very truthful with ourselves here, and I think it says it even more with the Seven of Swords, that we start to see what has been holding us back, what has been hindering us, where we have been putting our energy, or maybe certain things have been coming in and not allowing you to concentrate on what you really want to put your energy and effort into. We have the Queen of Coins. Now, I see her forehead lit up. That is your third eye. That is your intuition. That is your higher wisdom. The Queen of Coins. So coins symbolizes abundance. It symbolizes our well-being, our health. And she's dressed in green. And there's a beautiful light that surrounds her. So we need to use the energy of the Queen of Coins. We need to tap into our intuition. We need to tap into our higher wisdom. We need to know that we will have the abundance we want in our life, the well-being, the happiness, the joy. And then we have the Seven of Swords on the other side of it. So our bags are packed. We leave that room, I think. It's a blustery night. And on our way forward, we stop. We stop dead in our tracks and we go, I don't have all the tools I need. I need to go back. I need to get those two other swords hanging on that wall. And he's looking right at them. He sees them there. So this could almost be like epiphanies coming in. Now, it could be through upheaval. It could be where you are going down that path and you think, okay, I've tapped into my intuition. I've tapped into my higher wisdom. I know what I have to do. Because I think that there is going to be this passionate, spontaneous energy around us with the moon in Sag, the sun in Cancer, Venus is in Leo. So I can see how we are still feeling very positive, very sure of ourselves, and something comes along to say, oh no you don't. Back it up. Think it through. You're missing something. You need something more. Now, for each of us, that could be something different. It could be a conversation that we need to have with somebody. It could be where we need more education. It could be where we need to get out and meet more people. It could be where we need to put out our resume. It could be where we need to do a little bit more research. It could be where we just need to have a little bit more belief in ourselves and our path. But I think something will appear this weekend for each and every one of us to show us where we don't have it all in place yet, that there's more. Now, since we're going towards a full moon, I would think it's something that we need to release. It's something that is weighing us down. It is something that is interfering with us moving forward. It could be our own thoughts. It could be our own fears. It could be definitely our thoughts that we're not adequate, or we're not deserving enough, or we don't have the right skills, or it could be very much in our thoughts. Although we do have swords here, I think it's more of an action base of something that we need to release. So I would think it's obligations and responsibilities that take up our time, that waste our energy or our time, our resources. Let's see what the angels have to say. New beginnings. Starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. So it could be very much about releasing, maybe forgiving ourselves, maybe stop blaming ourselves, maybe understanding the beautiful person we are, the unique person we are, the talents that we possess. Maybe it's acknowledging it for the very first time truly in our life. But we have new beginnings here. Starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. The page of Gabriel. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. And I really do believe that, especially once, I think, the sun goes into Leo, and then shortly thereafter, I think Mars goes into Sagittarius. I think we are going to feel a lot more confident about where we are going. Our drive, our determination, our plans will come together easier. This is the last mile before our new beginnings really do appear in our life, where all that energy and all that work that we thought was for naught was really to prepare us, to understand our strength, understand our empowerment, so that we could go forward with our head held high, our shoulders back, standing straight, standing tall, knowing that we've got this. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, so follow your passion. Do not throw in the towel this weekend, because it has been a long stretch of energy, and we start to feel that for one reason or another we can't accomplish, we can't go forward, and it's not true. Just new beginnings and follow your passion. You're ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. And then we get into the Nine of Ariel. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. So definitely look around you. I saw a t-shirt today. So it's circulating, I think mainly on Twitter, but it's probably elsewhere. And it said, what if you woke up tomorrow morning and only had the things that you were grateful for the night before? So are you doing your gratitude prayer at night, like I ask you to so often? Because I thought, wow, I wouldn't have much. Even me. I mean, I do a lot of gratitude work, but still I think, no, I would be missing a lot, wouldn't I? Maybe my voice to talk, my eyes to see, my hands to touch, for starters. And then we can go from there. My legs to walk. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. So love the things that are already in your life. See the beauty in the mundane this weekend. And this is a little bit more of the Sag energy, I think. This is a beautiful time to get out in nature or get together with friends and enjoy the experiences. Let your heart sing. Dance like nobody's watching. The Ten of Ariel. There is so very much to be grateful for: financial success, the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. So we have a lot now of the love energy coming in. So thank you, angels, for that. There's so very much to be grateful for. Another card about gratitude, another card about being grateful for the things that you already have in your life. Sometimes when we start beating ourselves up about what we are not accomplishing, we tend to overlook or not be able to see the beauty that is already present in our life. And by changing our focus back to the things that we already have in our life, the beauty that we already have to work with, the things that are put upon our path to make us smile, changes our vibration, changes our change of mind, our frame of mind. And we start to, then when we look back, we see how we can accomplish again because we've raised our vibration back up. That's 4. Leap of faith. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. And do what gives you joy. And sometimes it is a leap of faith, especially if nothing is coming together as we want. That's a true leap of faith. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. What a beautiful card to have in that. Higher intuition. We can't have a reading without the higher intuition being involved for our dailies and our weekends. Let's see what little animal is going to share their wisdom with us. So, you know, we may feel like this. So know that it is only in your mind. It's only the way that you are perceiving the situation at the present time. Know that new beginnings are coming. Know that you're doing everything right. Know that we are given this energy around us right now to contemplate, to make sure, to strategize, to grow our empowerment, to grow our wisdom, so that when the energy hits, we're more than ready to fly forward. And keep breathing. The top, and how fitting is that? Keep breathing. Believe in yourself. Do what you love. What was the other part of that? Listen to your heart. Journal, water, energy shift, and breathing. And I do believe that we are going towards a beautiful energy shift. Focus on the act of breathing. Clears the mind of all the daily distractions and clears our energy, enabling us to better connect with the spirit within. Focusing on the act of breathing clears the mind of the daily distractions and clears our energy, enabling us to better connect with the spirit within. And you know, a beautiful breathing exercise is you breathe in, well, you surround yourself with the white light, protect yourself, breathe in that white light, breathe in love, beauty, compassion, happiness, joy. Imagine all that coming in with that deep breath, and hold it for a second, and then when you release even more joy, love, happiness, compassion to spread throughout your environment. and have it as a flow of loving energy all the way through. Breathing in with love, compassion, hold that love and compassion and let it build inside of you, and then breathe slowly out of your mouth, releasing love and compassion to your environment around you, to the people that you cross on a daily basis. Grow that bubble of love and happiness and compassion. Dolphin knows that you have been caught off guard, and she wants to remind you that stressful situations induce panic, which causes continued panic and stress. Try to meditate, enroll in a yoga class, or participate in some form of exercise, even if it's just for 10 minutes a day. Dolphin feels that a water-based exercise will work best for you. Exercise works similar to meditating, but also serves as an outlet of sorts. So sometimes when we have stresses, we need a release. Okay, and I always think of, you gotta punch the pillow, right? That was a therapy, right? Punch that pillow. But we need to release. So sometimes by some physical exercise or some physical work, we actually release some of that tenseness that we hold in our body, not allowing us to do that deep breathing, to relax and enjoy the moment. Release your sadness by crying. We all need a release. And I think that was in Thursday's reading. It's okay to cry. It releases that negative energy. It allows you to heal. Get a makeover. An ego boost by getting your hair or nails done, new clothes, etc. may help you catch your breath and enjoy the moment. And don't give me that, guys. Okay, you can do a makeover just as much. You can get your hair and nails done. You can go out and buy yourself a new outfit. You can give yourself a new look. So it's not just the girls that do that, okay? You guys can do it just as much, and you will feel good about it. Don't grab the rose-colored glasses, but think positively about something, anything. Look within yourself and see what needs to be changed and take action. More times than not, it is because you stopped loving yourself. Remember that there is nothing that you cannot be. There is nothing that you cannot do. There is nothing that you cannot have. Clear the energy that is stifling you. Breathing is an intricate part of our system, body, mind, and spirit. Take some time for yourself and spend it by the water. Take out a journal and write while experiencing the sea air. If you can't get away, soak in a bathtub and add in sea salt. Or purchase a desktop fountain or a CD that evokes the feeling of being by the water. And you know what? There's a ton of YouTube soft music meditations by waterfalls, thunderstorms. So you don't have to go out and buy a fountain or a CD. You can just go on YouTube and find something to put that energy in the background. And if you put on headphones and you close your eyes, you actually do start to think sometimes that it's raining out. Or you ever do that? You watch like a movie or something and it's pouring rain and it's cloudy in the movie, and then you go out and it's like, oh, it's sunny outside. I forgot because you got so into the movie. That's what you put the headphones on and you listen to a waterfall and maybe a soft piano playing, maybe some birds singing in the background, and you get lost in that, and the deep breathing is that much easier to flow through your body. So very much, clear the energy that is stifling you, which takes us back to this. Clear the energy that is stifling you. I think it is probably more mind than anything else. Although, if we don't tap into this energy on our own, God, our angels, or spirit guides, the universe will put something in place on our path to show us that that energy is stifling us, that we need to release it, that we need to let it go. Maybe it's forgiving ourselves. Maybe it's moving out of a situation. Maybe it's saying no to somebody who is asking for our help to take on an extra responsibility or an obligation. Look within yourself and see what needs to be changed and take action. I'm wondering why I had 2 cards in my hand. Remember that there is nothing you cannot be, cannot do, and cannot have. And where is? So take a leap of faith. Believe in yourself. Know that you will get through any hardships. That things are coming together, even if you can't see them come together right now. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. And do what gives you joy. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.